Coming up on this edition of Southwest TV News. Students in Southwest Saskatchewan hoping to pursue a career in healthcare are getting a head start in high school. This empty lot at the corner of Herbert Street and 2nd Avenue Northeast in Swift Current is the site of the soon-to-be-constructed Southwest Youth Emergency Shelter. Now through the end of August is prime season for severe thunderstorm activity on the prairies, with approximately 12 tornadoes reported each year in Saskatchewan.
Thanks for joining us here today. The Chinook School Division is helping local students get one step closer to a career in healthcare. We find out more in today's top story.
Students in Southwest Saskatchewan hoping to pursue a career in healthcare are getting a head start in high school. The Chinook School Division has announced it will offer dual credit courses starting this fall.
Discussions began between Sask Polytechnic and the Ministry of Education at the provincial level probably about 3 years ago. Of course, locally, we have a bit of a labor shortage, labor demand with the Cypress Health region. And so the Cypress Health region approached the Chinook School Division and the Great Plains College with an opportunity for a special care aid credit course, dual credit course. And the way the dual credit course works, of course, is that a student will take a post-secondary course, which may lead to future employment or future education. And when they complete that course successfully, we come back to the high school and we give them a credit on their high school credits.
Course offerings, which could be credited towards enrolling in a continuing care assistant program through a regional college or Saskatchewan Polytechnic. A winning combination for students in the Cypress Health region, who is always recruiting new staff members.
Recruiting for continuing care assistants is a big push for us with the opening of the Meadows, wanting to staff that building properly. So having a new pipeline of young high school students who are both enthusiastic and zealous about a new career in healthcare is exciting for us, but then also knowing that long term we have a sustainable workforce, that's good news for us as a health region.
A programming initiative of dual credits, which could benefit other employment sectors.
Absolutely. Like right now, I think there are 24 courses in high school and in post-secondary schooling that can be used as a dual credit opportunity. Some is in early childhood development, some special care aids, some is in finance. So it's really opening a world of possibilities up for students.
The continuing care assistant dual credit courses are available to grade 11 and 12 students across 28 school divisions in Saskatchewan. Another exciting season of Market Square returns to downtown Swift Current, featuring live entertainment, fresh garden produce, crafts, and other unique vendors. Market Square, every Saturday at the corner of Central and Chaplin. Proudly presented by the City of Swift Current and Standard Motors, along with Innovation Credit Union and Southwest TV News.
The Southwest Youth Emergency Shelter Committee has secured a location in Swift Current for its new facility. We find out where in this report.
It's been a project in the works for a number of years, and now this empty lot at the corner of Herbert Street and 2nd Avenue Northeast in Swift Current is the site of the soon-to-be-constructed Southwest Youth Emergency Shelter. The 8-bed facility is becoming a reality through the donation of materials and labor by numerous local contractors, and $50,000 from the City of Swift Current for the purchase of the lot.
The community response has been absolutely remarkable. You know, people that are involved with youth in the community talk about working on this kind of project for decades, really, and it's really gotten to a good point now. And the reason for that has been the response of the community.
And with the lot deal now finalized and work expected to begin at the site in the coming days, the Southwest Youth Emergency Shelter Committee is still hoping for support from the province to help with its annual operating budget of $500,000.
We weren't necessarily expecting anything specific in the budget for this particular project because it would come under another budget item. So we continue to be in discussion with the Ministry and the Premier's office, who is of course our MLA, of course, and they've indicated that they certainly are looking at this very closely, and that you know, we're quite hopeful to get some response from them very soon.
Hale further says that the location of the shelter is ideal, adjacent to the downtown core, schools, and other amenities, while blending in with the current neighborhood, with an official introduction already made to the shelter's new neighbors.
Done a sort of a, allow us to introduce ourselves type of a mail out to the neighbors around the neighborhood with all of our contact information, letting people know that we really want to be good neighbors, we want to be a good part of the neighborhood, and if people have any concerns now or at any time while the facility is operating, to please contact us.
A sod turning at the site of the Southwest Youth Emergency Shelter is planned for the coming weeks, with construction starting shortly thereafter. Once constructed, the Southwest Youth Emergency Shelter in Swift Current will offer support for local youth across the Southwest.
We would take a fundraiser that they do every year at the universities, and we'd extend it across a whole week here in Swift Current in our own community.
Well, as the summer temperatures heat up, so does the opportunity for severe weather.
Now through the end of August is prime season for severe thunderstorm activity on the prairies, with approximately 12 tornadoes reported each year in Saskatchewan. And at the heart of the severe weather are lightning strikes, which can pose a great danger to individuals and livestock.
You know, very simply, we always say, when the thunder roars, go indoors. I mean, that's probably a quick and dirty little kind of a ditty that you can remember and think about. And every year in Canada, we see generally about 10 deaths from lightning, 165 on average injuries, people who are hospitalized. And boy, I can tell you, it's not fun being struck by lightning. It can almost be like resetting your computer. It can be memory loss and all kinds of health ailments if you've been struck by lightning.
And when severe weather strikes, you're advised to seek shelter immediately and ride out the storm from a safe location.
If you're outdoors, seek shelter in a sturdy building. If not a good building around, well, maybe a car is a vehicle, a truck. Inside the cab of a truck would be a good place to be. As long as you're not touching any electrical metal. It's all right to talk on a cell phone, but not a landline phone. Stay away from plumbing. If you're near water, head to shore soon. But it's a matter of taking shelter. And if the vehicle's not around or no shelter, well, you don't want to be the highest object in a field. So clearly, stay away from any trees or tall structures that could not attract lightning, but conduct the lightning into the ground. And remember that most people who are killed, and injured by lightning are not hit directly by lightning. It's usually a ground flash. It hits the ground, travels along the ground, and comes up tree roots or plumbing, and then zaps you. Or what we call a side flash. It hits a tree and then bounces or over to you, maybe standing near a tree.
Weather alerts generally are issued early in the day as systems begin to develop. Then Environment Canada will issue watches and warnings for specific areas as the weather system intensifies. Therefore, by keeping your eyes on the sky and being aware of the weather forecast throughout the day, you can enjoy a safe summer season.
Well, this brings to a close another episode of Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you. We always welcome your news tips. You can always reach us here by phone at our studio or by email to contact us at southwesttvnews.com. Also, be sure to join us daily online for the latest news from across Southwest Saskatchewan and so much more at MyLocalTV.ca. And be sure to follow us on a range of social media. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Carol Andrews.